KBS crew, I am Mrs. Domaini Fatima, the new KBS AI personality for the next few weeks. I want to welcome everyone to the Knight Brothers show. Let me start by introducing Avian Mr. Fast Master himself, who lost over 100 pounds just by fasting. Say hi.
Good evening, how you doing?
Next, we have Mr. Arden, also known as Natural or Mr. Peace and Love. Say hi, Arden.
Peace and love.
Then we have aka Mr. Dallas Cowboy himself. Say hello, Kenny.
Hello, how are you?
Then last we have the birthday kid, Lenny Knight.
It's not my birthday no more.
Say hello, Lenny.
It's not my birthday no more, Demani, but thank you anyway. All right.
Well, there you have it, folks, the award-winning host team for the KBS show. So get ready to engage with your comments and questions as we start another hot show.
All right, y'all. Want to welcome y'all to another show. Y'all all do me one favor before we get going tonight. Make a mental note or a reminder to log on to our YouTube page.
Yes.
If you really want to help the show to grow, there's a couple things you can do. First of all, you could do the best nation in the world, and that's donation, by going to Kennedy Dizzle 1113. That's Cash App. But if you can't do that, subscribe to the YouTube page. That don't cost you nothing. Don't cost you nothing. Remember that song, Q?
Yeah, that's that was one of my favorite groups. Ashley
Don't cost you nothing. Yep. So yeah, you can do that. Tina Queen, Darlene Collins, thank you very much for joining in tonight. Who else we got out there, fellas?
Hey, Darlene Collins. Angela Dupree, how you doing? Welcome to the show, each of you.
And welcome back.
Always great to have beautiful ladies joining us. And speaking of beautiful ladies who's going to be checking in just a bit.
Absolutely. So look, we got a great show lined up as always. God willing, everything goes well. Technically, we try to push things to the limit sometimes, but God is good nonetheless. So we're going to just keep it moving.
He's going to make a way.
He'll make a way. DC's in the building.
Darlene Collins, there she is. Hey, Darlene, how are you? Good to have you with us.
Appreciate your presence.
777, all the way from heaven, up in the building.
Yes,
right.
I want to thank you too, man, for the tracks also, brother. Thank you very much for the production.
I'll try to clean your mic up a little bit if you can. Just got a little static connectivity with your audio.
Check. One.
That is a little better, my friend. You look as good as you sound. There you go. LT's in the building, y'all. LT's in the building.
Hey, Linda Tongue, how are you? Be with us.
Vonda Breast Flank.
Nice to have you on board.
Oh, we got Vonda in the building? Don't tell me we got Vonda up in the building.
Oh my gosh.
Vonda
Miss Vonda Front in the building. Good evening, Vonda.
All right. She got the chocolate hots and everything working for you, baby. Yep. But as I was saying, if you do me a favor, just go to the YouTube page. Knight Brothers Show. Just look up Knight Brothers Show and just log on and subscribe over there. It would greatly help the show. One of our most favorite ladies of all time up in the building, Sophia Mimi Lee.
Yeah.
Good evening, how are you? Good evening.
Indeed. So look, a lot going on tonight. We got some great content for you, but at the same time, we're gonna sneak in a guest for you. There might be something to
Charlene Curtis Adams.
Be something for the ladies that you might really want to take a look at. So without further ado, we're gonna keep it going with you, Arden.
Look, we just want to welcome you all to the show, Knight Brothers Show for show. And you know, this is where a catchphrase. Somebody type the catchphrase in. So, hey, well, just in case you're too slow, this is where help is the new sexy, baby. So welcome to the Knight Brothers Intermittent Fasting Show on Facebook and the Knight Show on YouTube. And I hope you've already hopped on your phone or some other device and jumped over on YouTube, clicked on the subscribe to the Night Brothers Show, and it hit on. So as soon as we jump on, it'll bring me along. You know that we on right now. Yeah. So definitely do that for us, please. And we will proceed. Continue to rock the mic. And you know what it is. So first time in, once again, anything you text, whether you're on YouTube or on Facebook, we can slide right in and show everybody what you're saying. You are a part of this show just like you are. And you're the most important part of the show. So we definitely want to thank you for all those that QR code and made a contribution or donation to Kenny Dizzle, KENEDZPLE113. So 1113. Got to carry day with the poetry, baby. So and we want to thank those that are giving, those that are supporting, those are right now, those that are already jumped over to YouTube and clicked on the subscribe. We want to thank you too. And also, once again, I definitely want to thank my man Production, 777 Production for on there so we can throw some things underneath. Recording sound. Peace and love, Oman. What's good, brother? Hey, so we love y'all. We want y'all to keep on moving, keep us with us, and thank all that you support us every day. Peace and love.
Cool. I want you to just watch your mic a little bit because you was going a little bit in and out.
Hello Equavian, I was told you have been very naughty and have actually been throwing all of the AI personalities like me over the past few weeks. Is that true?
Not at all, baby. Not at all.
Well, I hope not, because your mother did not raise you like that and would have some strong words with you. You understand what I'm saying, right?
Absolutely.
Well, she's neck together because I am Karini Castile, visiting all the way from the Alpha Centauri just to introduce you. Can you appreciate that, Mr. Equavian?
Absolutely, dear.
Well, okay, now that we see eye to eye, you can go ahead and tell the audience what's on tap tonight, Joe.
Thank you, Karini.
Oh yeah, and tell the cute one Adan I said peace and love, okay? Okay.
She's gonna tell you stop eating. That's what she's gonna tell you. You keep shitting it up. Over there snacking on the sauce. Snacking on the slide and whatnot. Oh my goodness gracious.
Let them know.
Tonight, a special guest, Rose, a virtuous woman. She'll be on stage shortly.
And you turn your mic up also, Q, a little, bring it a little closer because I'm having a little difficulty hearing both of you and Arden. I just want to make sure the audience can hear you.
Microphone is on tap.
Okay, try that again. Why don't you introduce segment one again, brother?
Segment one, I feature special guest, Miss Rose, a virtuous LLC. We're looking forward to having her as she talks Women's Symposium that's going to be going on, and that'll be segment one. And then in segment two, a healthy reset. You need to gain control. We will just simply and effective ways to do so. Segment be the KBS 2024 cruise vacation and updates. And one to that, we're going to have the details of how you can be a part of that.
Okay, whatever you did was just a little bit better, brother. Test it one more time. Give me a mic check on 1, 2.
Yes, sir.
There we
number
go.
3, KBS.
There we
Cruise
go.
vacation
All right.
update.
All right, my brother. Very good. Let's bring you ready for Rose, Q?
Yes, sir. Let's bring her on.
All right. Let's let the ladies know what's going on.
There she is.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Greet everyone.
Peace and love.
Good to have
you.
you.
Good to have you. Welcome for your time.
Well, we want to welcome Miss Rose Neal to the show, ladies and gentlemen. Rose Neal, thank you so kindly for joining us. Um, we thought it would be great to get you on because we have a large women audience, and there's one of them right there, Kim Walker. Thank you for joining, Kim, and another beautiful one, Miss Pebble Eyes. Look, we have a large women audience, Miss Neal. So we thought it would be good for you to come on to speak woman to woman to some of our audience about some of the issues. How's that sound to you, Miss Rose?
Perfect. I love it.
Great. Well, look, I want to do you the honors because give people some background on yourself. And y'all can drop a 1 in the chat group to say welcome, Rose. Y'all know how we do. Come on now. Like Vonda's doing. There you go, Vonda. There you go. Y'all show the dang woman some love. Margaret, Nick up in the building. That's what I'm talking about. There you go. Drop a 1 and say something to her. You know what I mean? There you go. Welcome up, woman to woman. That's what I'm talking about, Miss Phyllis T. Adams. Drop them ones. Make her feel like she won't be here. There you go. Oh, you got some air horns or something another. Let's make a party out this thing. You know what I mean? There you go. And that's how you do somebody. Somebody come in your house. You got to show them. There you go, Miss Joanne Jenkins, Pamela Williams. Somebody come in your house, Sophia Mimi Lee. You got to show them some love. That's what I am talking about. That's what's up. All right, now we can proceed. All right, while that's going on, look, Miss Rose Neal, owner and founder of Virtuous Occasions LLC, VO, and Neal's Financial Services. So you get a double whammy over here. She's a native of Cambridge, Maryland, and currently resides in Aberdeen, Maryland. She attended Cambridge South Dorchester High and also attained knowledge of Office of Secretarial and Business Administration concepts. She went on and got married, had some kids, but that didn't slow her down. Ms. Neal enrolled in the Office of Education and Technology curriculum at Chesapeake Community College, where she attained her Associates of Arts degree in Office Education and Technology. While in college, Ms. Neal also decided to embark on her spiritual journey, bless her heart, praise God, and obtained her Bachelor of Ministry Theology degree in 2006. A woman that's well-studied, well-traveled, well-knowledge, has a heart, beautiful soul. Welcome to the show, Miss Rose M. Neal. All right.
Welcome. So good to have you with us.
Hey, thank you.
All right. There you go, audience. Somebody said, where's the wine? Oh, she said, where's the wine? I said, we can have a party. Oh, my goodness. That's our audience, boy.
One night soon, Pebbles. Take that thought. One night soon, we're going to have a wine night, hunting night.
So I want you to kick it off with Miss Rose, man.
Definitely. First of all, appreciate your presence. Thank you for being here. But let's jump right to it. Tell us about the Women's Symposium and how did you get involved?
Again, graceful greetings, everyone. And I want to thank everybody, thank the Light Brothers show for giving us the opportunity to come on and share this project that we have gotten involved in. The project is a women's empowerment symposium. This is our first annual event that we are hosting by Virtuous Occasions, and it is to empower women to have resources, different coping skills, and different things, resources to help when life happens. And so the symposium is for Saturday, April 27th, 2024, from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. located in the Aberdeen, Maryland area at the Holiday Inn Express Hotel Ballroom. So we're going to kick it a bit. We're going to do a platform of a panelist and a flyer. We're going to be sharing information about violence and resources, experts on financial education, mental health, widowhood, hope and encouragement, vision and health, spiritual restoration, grief and loss. So this was inspired by God to me as a way of helping me through a very dark time of my life. And I had to speak to myself. And so the title of this women's symposium is entitled "And Said to Herself." and it's coming out of Matthew chapter 9, 2021 out of the Bible, basically saying the woman issue of blood, she had to speak to herself and empower just to touch the hem of Jesus' garment so she could be made whole. And a lot of times we have to speak to ourselves as to become whole because of the life issues that we along the way. And so that's how that has came about. We're basically living life a manual, may I say that, and a lot of times we have different issues that we have to deal with. So yeah, the plan is set, and we are excited. So we're gonna get more about that later.
Amen.
Okay, well, Rose, amen. And the theme is finding my voice after loss. How am I having that different discussion now, more so than could you just describe in your own words?
Yeah. So a little bit of background. 2020 came and had a very huge loss. We lost our son, and
Oh, wow.
Oh,
it,
wow.
it
Sorry to hear that.
literally ripped everything that I had.
Wow.
It caused me to lose my voice.
Wow.
So I stopped singing. I stopped communicating. I stopped just being me. And when I took out the voice for us ladies is identity. The voice for us ladies is knowing of living and thriving. And so when you lose that, you lose much and you realize. And so the discussion is very important. It is to us today, even now, because so many that come and it's a lot of negativity, a lot of distractions. And as the topics that you saw on the screen talk about, we're going to have 7 different panelists there at show and at this event that's going to share their expertise in these areas. They're going to be asking questions. You're going to be hearing experiences and their information. You're going to also have an opportunity for your own question. And so you can get that, be in that space where you can feel comfort and you can feel love and you feel empowered. So it is essential to discuss these topics because no longer can we put the rug and hide them in masks and say, okay, when I'm really not okay. So they're not okay. And that's where we need to have our coping skills and our skills for us to get through this. So it is essential that we speak, have our voice, and we find how to find our voice.
Wow. So Rose, before Kenny asks this question, as you know, I'm just sitting here listening, and you said during that loss of your son, and you know, bless his soul, and you know, our condolences. I don't know how long ago that was, but you said you literally lost your voice, your physical voice. Did I hear you correctly?
Yes, because when I tried to talk, only thing came out was breath because
Wow.
it just trampled my heart so strong
Wow.
that I couldn't talk. My husband had to talk. My sister had to talk for me. My friends had to talk to me. You know, and it was just so devastating.
And how long did that go on physically before your voice came back? And was it a graduality or was it something that just one day just all? Tell us about that a little.
Still coming back slowly now. This happened in 2023, so this is new. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
This is relative.
Yeah, mine is still coming back. Every now and again, we'll lose it again because I get,
Wow.
you know, burden in my heart feels so heavy that it doesn't go away, and I have to push myself to gain my voice back.
Well, look, praise God for it. And the other aspect of that, you know, finding, you said, because the theme is finding my voice after loss. You physically really lost your voice. I thought the theme was more, you know, about just finding yourself and finding your way. And the voice was just used as to describe that. But you're doing both. So it's amazing. And ironically, when you got on the show tonight before we started to actually prepping for the show, we couldn't get your mic right. So you literally had to find your voice again tonight. It's just so ironic. But God is amazing because you're here telling your story, Miss Lady. You know what I mean?
Yes,
So,
yes. The other women has her story. She has her story, and her story must be told by her voice. She cannot allow anything or anyone her voice from her. So empowering our sisters, our women to do that is the important discussion that we can have now.
Awesome,
Amen.
Kenny, I know you got the closing question, but if you had any other follow-ups to the dialogue in the event, go ahead, brother.
Yeah, I did. Miss Rose, first of all, for your time. I was reading a bit of your bio earlier and what's going on. You have a lot going on. You're a very busy woman and you're doing a lot of positive things. So what we would like to know is how can one support the event that you're having by donations, volunteering, buying tickets? How can we get involved?
Question, and I thank you very much for that. You can get involved by mailing us at virtuous.occasion219@gmail.com and send us your information, your request, how you'd like to serve. This is a God project. This is a building project. God inspired. I wanted to come home after that, into my bed, cover my head with my blanket, and never come out.
Okay. Well, I know a little time, but give us a little more insight on the event. What do you think?
Say that again.
No, we're pressed for time, but give us a little more insight on the event. What can we expect?
For the event, yes, you can expect a lot of communication as it relates to the topics of violence. You can expect resources on education. You can expect individuals that you can build relationships with for mental health. There's a lot of mental health going on right now. You can get help with widowhood, a lot of husbands and different things. So you can get help with nutrition. A lot of us don't know how to eat. When we lose hours, we don't want to eat, we don't want to anything. So we have to know how to do that. Spiritual restoration is key because God has left us, God has disappointed us, and it can be dangerous. And then we have grief and loss. You know, a lot of you don't know how to cope. So we can have those coping skills, learn how to do this while we are going through our journey.
Awesome. I wish you continued success. Thank God and bless you for what you're doing. You're probably touching a lot of people. Thank you so much.
Awesome. I would add a flyer that you have. Just put it out there. It's going to have detailed information on it. So scan those codes at the bottom and grab that information and contact us as soon as you wish.
Yes, people, look at it. Save the date, April 27th, 24th, from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. at the Holiday Inn in Aberdeen, Maryland. Virtual occasions.
Miss Rose, we thank you so much for joining us tonight and sharing information with us. We wish you much success going forward and hope that this date and the event itself will touch lots of that lots of people who need this help will receive the help that they need. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Rose. Thank you, Rose.
Have a great night.
Audience up.
Good night. 275-9480. Once again,
All right.
410-275-9480.
All right. Y'all, audience, drop a one in the chat group. Thanking Rose for joining us and stepping in tonight. We're going to keep it going with, look, Q, you ever been in a situation where you felt like, man, I'm a little bit out of control. I'm not controlling myself and I'm not doing what I know I can do. And I got these cravings. I got these bloatings. I got these headaches and all that. You been there? You been there, Kenny?
I think we've all been
there.
Yes, indeed. Yep. Yeah, definitely, man. I've been there. How about you, Arden? I know you've been there before. Been there and came back, huh?
Yeah, man. Shoot. No question.
So what we thought we'd do tonight is to introduce you to something that, you know, solves for a lot of those issues that we have. And we're talking, you know, physically, biologically, but it also can mentally kind of bring you out of some situations. Thank you, Angela Raspberry Dupree, for dropping that one in for Miss Rose. Also, you, Miss Tanya Dorsey. Tanya Dorsey and Margaret Nick as well, and the rest of y'all. But we thought we'd drop a little video on you and we're going to talk about it on the other sides. And it's a technique that it's very good for this time of the year. Spring is house cleaning, Q. What they say, spring season is when you clean house and,
refresh, renew. Time of renewal.
Yes.
straighten up some dirty laundry, right?
Let's check out the video so we can see what's going on.
Go get a new hat like Kenny, you know what I mean? All that stuff, right? All right, let's talk on the other side. Let's check this out.
Contrary to what people believe, it's normal to be sick. It's not normal to have high blood pressure, even though it's very common. It's not normal to have diabetes, even though it's very common, especially. It's not normal to have cancer. It's not normal to have gut issues. None of that is normal. So these things are really the body's letting you something is going wrong. And most of the time, it is a check engine light telling you there's something wrong, but you go and turn it off. But you don't realize just because you check the light, you still need oil. So how then do we get the toxins out of the body? Well, the first and most important thing is you got to first do no harm. You got to stop putting them in the first place.
Right.
So you got to get educated. That's why I named my book Vegucation Over Medication. Vegucation. You got to get about your food because they're not going to inform you. If you go by the My Plate or the food pyramid, you are eating the standard American eating healthy. So you can't go even by their information. You got to get informed for yourself. So that's the first thing. First, do no harm. The second thing, you need to change your habits, and not just with your diet, but with your whole entire lifestyle.
Yeah.
You got to manage your stress. You got to get out and get some vitamin D in the body. You also got to do some exercise. Like, you got to manage your whole lifestyle, but food is a major part of it because that's all going to cure the deficiencies by eating the right type of foods and nourishing the body. Okay, so that's a really important part of it. And what I use is herbal detoxing.
Herbal. Okay.
Yeah, so one of the things that I discovered, and I learned this in pharmacy school, 50% of, prescription drugs, they were made based on plant-based derivatives, meaning you'll have a drug made and there'll be a puncture that it based its chemical structure on to make the drug. Now, you're probably asking yourself, like the smart people out there, well, why wouldn't you just use it? Well, the thing is, you can't patent plants. You can't patent nature. You understand that? So if you can't patent it, it means that bloke can come along and get soursop to get that mega dose of vitamin C to help with their cancer, to help with any type of infection.
Yep.
But if I take that plant-based structure and make a synthetic chemical structure of it,
I can patent
that.
And
now I can charge dollars. And what people don't understand, because I work for the FDA, as a graduate student, what people don't understand is like the FDA is not doing the clinical. Drug companies are actually doing the studies for themselves for their own drug. And then they're bringing them studies and saying, look what I did here.
Right.
Now imagine if, checking their own homework. They're going to get 100 every time. And so that's what I mean by how herbs are really not only detoxifying the body, because we know if you eat something like parsley, cilantro, basil, they remove heavy metals from the body just by incorporating those type of things in your diet. So just imagine if you use medicinal herbs that are now not only pulling out the heavy, they're also pulling out the toxicity from the food chemicals. They're also getting your gut to function again. So now you're not constipated. They're also getting toxins out of the liver and opening up all of those other elimination pathways to get those toxins out of the body. So that's why I thought to myself, well, with drugs, I can do the same thing with herbal remedies, put together some herbal blends and create a full body detox to get people to get out of the body. Not only that, to get rid of the parasites and the yeast in the body too. Yeah. Thanks for watching this video, but this next video out that's right here.
All right, look, we want to say big shout out to Dr. Bobby Prince, Dr. Bobby Price. Dr. Bobby Price has a YouTube channel, and all shout outs to him. All the content was by him. Definitely check him out, brother. Man, really knows his stuff. Q, good research, my brother. Good.
Very good.
So we're gonna do what we do. What'd you say, Odd? I'm sorry.
He's got a very good story of saving himself. He was really sick as a doctor. And it's a very good story. So if you get a chance, check his site out and check out, how from being ill. And at that point in time, he was sick. He was writing prescriptions for people, which was crazy. And he ended up working his way away from that and having to get away from medicine practice because he found it wasn't working.
Awesome information, brother. Awesome information. We're gonna dive all into you. I want you to revisit that when your screen come along. And then I have an extra question for you too, Art. But Kenny, you up, brother? So so the big secret was, how can you change these things around? Detoxification, a simple method that's rarely used, man, often overlooked. And can you talk about the first thing about drinking plenty of water, brother? Talk about that.
Drinking plenty of water is amazing. I mean, I do it, really, I drink about 3 or 4 of these a day. This is a 30-ounce Yeti cup. I drink 3 on a day minimum. I do incorporate a little bit of 100% cranberry juice for flavor, maybe a little lemon, but major ingredient is water. All along. I don't drink sodas. I don't drink Kool-Aid, none of that. Water just clears your mind. You just feel fresh. You stay regular. That is a big thing. What goes in must come out. Staying hydrated, of course, maintains kidney functions and toxins out of your body. But being dehydrated also can cause you to be mentally unstable, like you stumble. You just don't feel right. Maybe you've been up all night partying, or you've had a few drinks or whatever, and you're dehydrated. All you need is water. That feeling of being unable and lingering around, hydrated. You can be dehydrated and not thirsty. That's a thing. You can be, we'll say it again, you can be dehydrated and not thirsty.
Wow.
Having a routine of constantly drinking when you exercise, when you don't exercise, when you're at home, you need a sufficient amount of water intake. However you choose to drink.
Just for your body to actually be functioning properly. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, to be functional. I talked to my nutritionist. We talked about this years ago, and water has so many different values that aren't spoken. Mental clarity and not being dehydrated. Again, I'm gonna say it one more time: dehydrated and not thirsty. And you're wondering why I'm sluggish. I don't really feel like doing this today.
Can you talk about the relationship of water and just how water can help detox? Because particularly women, are really partial about their skin, about how their skin look, the healthiness of their skin and breakouts on your face and all of that type of stuff. How does that detox really correlate to that, Kenny?
It correlates to it. I mean, as far as skin and your tone, your mood and all that, flushes out toxins, flushing out everything that's involved. Well, that's not to be in your body. Water keeps you ready, yes, but there's some things like coconut water you may want to add, other natural things. If you're a person that doesn't drink water, just plain water, and there's a lot of people that simply drink water. There's little things you can add to it, the coconut water and sparkling water. I think me and Ian did that before.
Yep.
It does give you, skin, a clear look in your eyes, everything.
No doubt, brother. No doubt. I mean, I know that's huge for the women if, because they're going to do buying a lot of chemical products, Arden, from the store to alleviate acne and all kinds of things. When if you could just simply drink more water. Drink a hell of a lot of water.
Instead of paying $19.99 for that skin cream, you pay $2 for a bottle of water. Same results.
What you say, Arden?
I said, how about that? I said, the bottom line is your skin is your biggest organ. It detoxifies you because it pulls the detoxification out of you. Find that people that are highly toxified, you'll see circles across the chest with the cheeks. You'll see across their forehead. You'll see your body pushing stuff out your skin. And that's what it comes down to. So it takes to start flushing that. It takes a cleanse to start flushing all of that stuff. So it comes out other places also.
Absolutely, brother. That's a great point. Definitely got a question for you when it comes around to you. But cue you up. Talk about that on the screen, brother. Break that down for us.
Yes, it's important. A couple of things. There's a couple of misconceptions here. I want to cover that as well. But First, a diet that's rich in cruciferous vegetables such as broccoli, cauliflower, kale, cabbage, Brussels sprouts. People don't like Brussels sprouts, but radishes, collard greens. All of those have unique compounds that help support our ability to detox. And our body, naturally anyway. But a diet rich in those vegetables, like I said, cauliflower, cabbage, and broccoli and Brussels sprouts, will help in that process.
Well, how about number 2, brother?
Well, this is the important part. I want people to understand that the body will the organs naturally will detox. But if we add stuff like those fruits and to help protect against toxins, see, toxins damage it can help with antitoxins, which remove free radicals that damage the body's cells. That's why it's important that we have those vegetables, because we have those come in and help our body ward off those free radicals with antitoxins.
Amen.
Cool. Last one for you, Q, brother. Oh, my bad. We in the wrong week. I believe we go to Ard.
Yeah, I think you want to go to Ard.
If you could have wove that in though, Q. If you could have wove that into your answer, you was gonna be a bad boy if you could have wove that one into your answers. Anyway, Ard, got a couple questions for you. Let me just start with the one straight from the video. Because we're talking about organic. Can you dive into the number 1 for us and how that relates to detoxing?
Well, by consuming organic products, you do minimize the chemicals found on pesticides and sprays that seal the fruit so it can last longer. Because, like, you see how that super shiny when we were looking at that last that picture, a lot of those fruits are coated, so they can travel better because they're picked earlier and travel longer. And sometimes to say I'm full out, some of your organic products are sprayed, and coated. So you have to look at getting organic and even cleaning your fruit, because they do put stuff protected for it to last longer. Store, but the pesticides found in those fruits they're so bad. It get really scientific and say all of the names, but they're so bad that these countries around the world don't take our fruit, don't take our vegetables, don't take our chicken, our pork, because not only the produce, but in everything, it's used to make it faster, make it stay longer, make it bigger. Now, this is a question for anybody that's over, I guess, 35, 40 years old. When you went to the store and you purchased apples when you were young, you could cut those apples up, making some freckles or making something or whatever else, and there'd be a worm in it. Please, anybody, text or put in this comment the last time you saw a worm in your fruit. Please put it in there. If you were older than 10, 15 years old, I'd be super surprised, and 50, 60 years old. But it's been a long time for me.
No doubt. You're right about that. And I do remember that as a kid, we had the Safeway, the A&P. Remember the A&P?
Yes, sir.
And we used to come from, I'm real old. And we used to go to the A&P but I haven't seen no worms enough. Now I know pesticides are supposed to help with that, but still the natural, if it's organic, you would think you would have some like fruit flies or something in your bag when you get home sometimes, at least from the farmer's market or something of it, you know what I mean?
Yes, also, these
number 2, Odd.
lends itself the need for drugs, which often have side effects on your system and body. And all we heard in these commercials stating the medications can result in harmful side effects. So you might get something that you may need because you have a cough. But yeah, it'll get rid of your cough, but you have a heart attack, a stroke, or just die. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what they say. That's what they say on the commercial.
Just die flat out. And I'm like, yo, is this really, really the way where it takes 10 seconds to tell you what it's going to help, and the next 50 seconds going to tell you the side effects. The problem.
Yeah, exactly.
They're marketing those to people. People go in and they tell the drug dealers. I mean, your doctor. I saw this shit. This guy's dilly dilly on the willy on Thursday at the game when I was looking at it, and I want to try that. And he like, yeah, I get a kickback from that. Yeah, check that out. You know, it worked for you. It's a problem, man, when you're on that type of hustle. And those are the real drug dealers, because the bottom line is like I said prior, for every prescription, they're taking the root of that from something natural. But you can't
monetize that.
Huh?
You can't monetize that.
You can't monetize it in which you're the only one monetized. You cannot what's it called? When you what's the name? He just said it. Good God, I can't believe
Can't write a prescription for celery plant.
No, you actually, but you can't get a kickback from it. That's the problem. And can't nobody copyright. That's what I was trying to say. You can't write or do anything like that. As far as if I say take juice 2 apples, some celery, some ginger, and sprinkle some cinnamon on it and blend that up. I can't copyright that. I can't make sure I have it in one pill and I'm the only one with it. So that is really this problem, and their goal basically they swore to not do any harm. But as you got 5 or 10 seconds of what it's going to for you, and 50 seconds of what it's going to do to you, there's some harm going on there.
No doubt, brother. No doubt. And I wanted to ask you about the old adage of because we're talking detox. We're talking about that's the secret formula to really kind of reset your body, to kind of right your ship, right the conditions of what's going on. Because like you said, this guy, Dr. Bobby Price, he was ill and he found himself, he's a doctor, so he knows medications and all that type of stuff. But I guess he found like he might have tried some of them things and it didn't help. And I want to ask the audience, how many times have you gone to the doctors? They can't find out what's wrong with you, first of all. So they start practicing on you. Don't you know it's legal for them because they are practicing medicine?
That's exactly.
Did you ever think about the word doctors and lawyers practice? And they get paid for not a game, Kenny, not a game. We're talking practice. We're talking practice, and this is what they do and they make it paid off of you. So, but I mean, when the last time have you gone to a doctor? They gave you some medication and you tried it, ain't do nothing. You know what I'm saying, Q? Ain't nothing changed. I mean, it ain't work. You know what I mean? It just didn't work.
What they're doing is they're sometimes they're just trying things. You become almost a guinea pig. Hoping it will work, but it may not work. And then they prescribe something else after that. In essence, a natural remedy may be the best for you to try. Natural remedy coming from your food.
And they say, try 5 milligrams might not have been enough. Let's try 10. And you come back, you feel worse, Kenny, when you take the pill. You be like, damn, that ain't it. I feel worse over more than what I did when you gave me the other prescription, doc. I'm paying you up in this can.
You taking that medication as well. Talk
about the side effects of medicine.
Yes.
Look at some of those antidepressant commercials. They get on there, blah blah blah. It does this. First side effects may cause thoughts of suicide.
Damn.
Yeah.
So
antidepressant commercials.
Well, my question is to you though, because you told me this a long time ago, man, and it was simple but true advice. You said that if you got a lot of bad stuff in you, first of all, and the Bible tells you this too. It's biblical somewhere, and I'm not the biblical scholar, but I know that the Bible says this in somewhere. Q, maybe you can help me out. First, remove the stuff out, all the bad stuff, then you can put something in. And I know it says something, a parable or something about, it said first remove the cloak out of your eye. You know what I mean? And then, what's that, Q? I'm bad at the Bible, but I know it. I know the gist. And I know the context of what they're talking about. That's all you need to know is the concept. But
Yeah.
I'm just saying, Arden, bad stuff out because people try to mask their situations and I feel bad, so I'm gonna drink this juice, I'm gonna eat a salad and whatever. And you're just trying to fill up good stuff over top bad stuff, but it don't work that way. That's why the need of detox. They're doing a detox diet every so often is so important because you got to get the impurities out. And you're going to go through it a little bit because you're going to have the headaches and stuff even worse a little bit. But when it's out, then you start filling up that good stuff. Talk about that, Q and Art.
Well, I'm going to start with one question. How many people, look around your house right now, how many people spent 20 years in it, or 15 years in their house and never cleaned it? What would you call that person?
Borders.
Now, after you stop calling them names, I want
Trifling
you
man.
Guess what? It's springtime. You want to spring clean your house, spring clean you. What's in you, you got to get all of that out. Most people are clean. We're going to get somebody that does this like Argo, Dwayne, that does with the water. Most people are running around with 30 to 35 pounds of undigested fecal matter in them. So if your gas smells bad, yeah, it probably does. You belch and it smells bad, it probably does. Because you have to what's inside of you, or it's going to kill you. A lot of people don't understand that, it's just not bad food that's in there. You have parasites that are living on you and actually treating the remote control car. Yeah, they need some more food. You just ate and you're going to eat again because they took that food and they want more, or they want more carbs, and you're going out there and swap down. You're not either one of those, and you're right back at the spot of eating them again. Sometimes there's something else controlling you, not just you. So you have to get those things out of you. Yeah, we're not even talking about metal that you get from cooking aluminum pans, that you're absorbing that metal inside. All of these metals that we talk about are in you, and they're very difficult to get out if you don't do. So it's very important to cleanse ourselves monthly, especially if you consume meat, but no more than every 2 months. For real.
I want
sort of form of cleanse.
Well, I want y'all to respond to God, to Vonda's Bless Franklin statement. She said, God did put doctors on this earth to help you. Some natural resources don't work, so therefore there are different medications that's more potent.
I'll take that one. Yes, Vonda, you are 100% correct. What I've been going through as far as 2009, I put on the show earlier, and it's just a little pill that I take that I have to take. Goes with that. That's just what it is. There is no natural remedy. So yes, you are absolutely 100% correct. There's no natural resources that will work for me. Or it's taking this little pill. It's a very small pill, a low milligram, but I have to do it. And there's no natural resources for it. So I understand exactly.
Yeah, that's that, and I agree on that there are certain situations that only physicians, licenses can handle, and they should be handled. But at the same, you can help yourself through natural resources as well. Fuel your body with. That'll go a long way in helping those doctors to pinpoint what's wrong with you. If you getting stuff out of you first will be more beneficial. Put something else in, and what we fuel our bodies with is important. That's important. Their diet of fruits and vegetables go a long way. You maintain your health.
Mr. Go ahead, Arden. Take that.
She said, I used to suffer from bloating, and now I do liver detox once a month. Perfect. And I think she does ginger every morning also, and I'm a ginger fan, literally. Ginger pretty much every day, and I put ginger in my food. And the thing is the food can be your medicine. So you can take ginger, you can put ginger in your water, slice it up, drop it there. Let it steep for the day while you drink that big gauntlet like Kay does.
Ginger tea.
That ginger is going to help. You know what I'm saying? There are remedies and for all everything.
Yeah. So big ups to Angela for that. Big ups to her for doing that. No question about it. Let's give big ups to Angela for that.
But
no doubt.
Along with you and being able to adjust and do that. And a lot of times we say that, certain things naturally, but I would say, the discipline is to be disciplined long enough to see that effect change. You know, it's so hilarious, and I'm gonna let this fly. But I've seen this more times, like when people come to a natural doctor, been through 50 doctors and doctor after doctor after doctor, and then they come to a natural doctor and they're like, yo, I took this thing for 2 weeks working. Like, but you gave them 40 years, messing you up. So sometimes you have to, be on a regimen along with your body to start changing itself. It definitely takes a
That's
certain
true.
amount for the body to replenish itself.
And
So true.
you so right. And I'm a transition into my segment, it's breakdown of the video to go along with that, to tie this in, that it's a holistic approach. It's an all inclusive approach. It's not a one pony, one trick pony that you do just one thing and everything gonna be great. No, it's a combination of various things that you need to do. And we talked about several of them through the points that y'all broke down, but exercise is also a component of it. Now I'm gonna use Q as a sample size specimen. That Q does a lot of exercise, probably more so than most people his age, and it shows though. It shows Q, rarely gets sick that much. God bless him and all, everything else. Knock on wood, but regular exercise promotes circulation and increases sweat production and supports the lymphatic circulation. I'm about to hit that lymphatic thing. Me and Arden about to go in hard on lymphatic. And fluid that's drainage that removes toxins from your body. And the reason why the activity, the movement is so important. I mean, you could diet and you could say, well, I'm eating great, I'm not doing stuff. But along the course of you eating great, you are still ingesting stuff that you don't need to ingest. So it's going to be hard for some things, just like Kenny just mentioned. There's some pills that I got to take. It's going to be hard for you to get rid of some things unless you have movement. Because God designed your body to move. And He's designed to sit your ass on the couch and watch whatever the hell we watch all the time, day after day after day after day. It's not, your body wasn't designed for that. And if you look back at our parents and people, when we grew up, when we was, teenagers and adolescents and things of that nature, a lot of old folks used to be healthier to me. They used to walk around, you see old folk doing more. But now we got young people, 40s and 50s, and a lot of body breakdown symptoms are happening in those ages where they didn't happen in the older adults back in my day. So,
because sedentary lifestyles at younger people.
Sedentary lifestyle, Q, and that's my point. If you can't do everything, I'm gonna tell you, Margaret Nix is amazing because she still got out there and did stuff. Even when she was like, she knew she had some issues. But as soon as her issues got a little bit better, she recognized the fact that I got to do something. Joanne Jenkins, another one, broke her foot recently. But recognize that as soon as I'm well enough, I got to do something, because when I sit, what happens with your lymphatic system? You have two main systems in your body that transfer fluid. Can y'all guess what the first one is? Anybody in the audience, can you guess what's the first main transmission of fluid in your body? Can't live without it. By the blood of Jesus. Your blood, right? So if your blood ain't clean, you know what I mean, because it kind of helps, transfers and provides nutrients and everything to all parts of your body. The second one is almost, I would say, it's almost, if not just as important, maybe more important, is your lymphatic system. Your lymphatic system goes around and takes toxicity out of your body. And the only way the lymphatic system moves is if you move. The heart has what to move it? What moves blood through the system? What does the blood? The blood has what? The heart, which is pumping blood. It's like a machine that helps move blood through your body. The lymphatic system don't have no pump. You know what the pump is? Get your ass up.
Movement.
Get to moving.
Reach.
So I'm just telling you, if that fluid system is just as important as the blood system, then it's up to you. It's all on you, baby. You know what I mean?
No matter steps and things of that nature come into play.
Yeah.
Steps, just body. Simply moving the body.
Whether it's your lower extremities or what, you can do something. This guy ain't walking, but he's moving his arms right now with the rope. Mm-hmm. So you gotta do something with that. I'm on one tonight, but I'm just kind of telling y'all what the deal is. Cause I love you.
You can bounce for just 7 minutes.
All right, Lenny, we got to move on, brother.
You can bounce for just 7 minutes. That really helps your lymphatic system.
Yes, sir.
And the last thing is that, look, movement induces endorphins, which can definitely have an effect on your mood and stress levels. And the stress levels also add to the toxicity in the body. So movement is great for a lot of things. You know what I mean? I just want to throw that out there. Margaret, when we walked a lot when we were young, we always walked from Spine Road to downtown. Yes, indeed.
Nice little walk.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yeah, that was a couple miles right there. No doubt.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, look, Q, we're going to jump over to last thing tonight, the last segment about the cruise. Why don't you tell them what's going on with the cruise and everything else with that, brother?
Yes, sir. And look, we're planning on vacation. We want you to join with us. Now, I had some people on here tonight who have contacted me. They definitely want to go on board. I know Angela Raspberry inboxed me, and some others have talked about they're going to join us. And in order to join us, you have to contact Miss Linda. And this is her number, 6110-757-2477, and tell them the Night Brothers Cruise. And I'm going to tell you the place we're going. We're going to on the Carnival Mardi Gras. On the Carnival Mardi Gras, September 14th through the 20th, leaving from Orlando, Florida. The ports of call are Cozumel, Stamaya, and Ruatan Bay Island. The are $850 per person with taxes for an inside cab, $1,050 for a person, taxes included, for Ocean View, and $1,150 for a balcony. A $1 deposit is required to hold down your price. Experienced last year's cruise, you know all the fun we're going to have with our white cocktail party and other surprises that's coming along. So it'd be great if you would contact Miss Linda at 610-751-2477 and put your $200 deposit down per person to hold your cabin.
Absolutely, brother. I as a matter of fact, Q, I was procrastinating, but I just secured mine over the weekend.
Excellent.
So I got a nice balcony up on the 14th floor, right there, there. See that room right there? That's
if you want that balcony, get that balcony. If you want the inside, if you want an ocean view, get an ocean view. But the thing is, get cabins down before the prices increase, because the prices definitely increase.
Yes.
And we plan to have a great time, man. We got a lot of stuff with that.
We will definitely.
No doubt. Well, it's time to say goodbye to all my friends. Q, we have a
time together.
What show was that, Kenny?
Oh man, one of the shows.
Carol Burnett show.
Carol Burnett? Wow.
Carol Burnett.
Yep, that's who it was. Carol Burnett. Yep.
Y'all old,
she
man.
She wink her eye to her mother. That's
Q. There's this gentleman, right? He worked down on Capitol Hill, right? Yes. And he was just an average guy that has a job. It just happened to be in law enforcement, Q. And he went to work just like you went to work today. And how many of y'all went to work today? Raise your hand. Raise your hand. Y'all went to work today, or yesterday, or this week, or last week. And he just went to work one day, and his life changed, Q.
Dramatically, brother.
His life changed because you know where he worked at? On Capitol Hill?
Yes, I do know. I do happen to know the answer to this.
Well, won't you tell us about that and tell us what the hell does all that got to do with what I'm talking about?
Well, the gentleman he's talking about is a gentleman by the name of Dunn. And he was a Capitol policeman in charge of securing the Capitol, making sure the Capitol was taking place. And he just happened to be working that day, January 6th, when there was an attack on the Capitol. And you guys saw what happened at that attack on the Capitol. Mr. Dunn is going to be our special guest. Hey, James Crown, how you doing? But Mr. Harry Dunn, who was a policeman during the 6th attack on the Capitol by Trump supporters, and helped keep them from overthrowing the government and reaching Congress and senators who were there. We have a special guest next week. He's running for office now. And he's going to talk about what transpired that day, how he put his life and put their life on the line in trying to save democracy from being overthrown. He's going to be our special guest, and we're going to talk about what happened by that day and his future plans of running for office. Mr. Harry Dunn. Guys, don't miss next week's show.
Next
Be
week.
a banger, as Mr. Harry Dunn will be a special guest.
And he's so kindly, because Harry Dunn is on CNN, once a week. He's on MSNBC. He's running for a congressional area in Maryland. He wants to tell you about that, but also tell you about how we can't just take our vote for granted in democracy. So, fellas, you got any closing thoughts around the horn, Arden or Kenny?
I just want to thank everybody for joining us, dealing with us through our little technical struggles of a live podcast. But we thank y'all for y'all support. You do not want to miss next week with Mr. Harry Dunn.
Hey, well, look, I want you to take one moment, look around and try to drink some more water this week. How do you know how much water you should drink? It should be half of what you weigh, bare minimum. So 50 pounds, 75 is your bare basic that you should consume daily. If you're 200, 100. If you're 50 ounces. But I would try to surpass that. And then in the next couple of weeks, we're going to have a couple of others that have some segments in reference to cleansing. Definitely look forward to sharing. God bless you. Have a beautiful. We had a big Resurrection Day.
All right. Thank y'all, everybody. Good night. We'll see you next week with Harry Dunn, special guest, Capital Area Policeman, breaking down January 6th and all that transpired. All right, y'all. Peace and love.
Good night, deuces.
Next week.